Here at Rocky View Family Dental and Implant Center, we can make a mouth guard that will help you with high impact sports. So whether you're in boxing, mixed martial arts, maybe even football, the mouth guard that you will get here is specially designed specifically for you to absorb those high impact hits that you may take and preserve your, not just your teeth, but maybe even your jaw joint, your jaw itself.
But now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our second first-round bout of the King of Sparta tournament. Introducing first, fighting out of the Dynamic Mortgage Concepts red corner, he is our number 2 seed, Aaron Taylor.
And just like that, we are off to fight number 2. Aaron Taylor making his way. He is our number 2 seed. Of course, he's going to want to try to make as quick of work of it as did our number 1 seed, because then he gets to just go into the back and hang out. Mr. Taylor is a representative of Jackson's MMA.
A lot of great fighters out of Jackson's MMA, JR. We've seen him in the past, and you're precisely right. Listen, when the number 1 seed comes out, throws a knockout on the board, it serves notes to everybody else. Not only is this a guy to beat with that number 1 seed that he has behind him, the fact that he did it quickly makes you want to get your work in.
Yeah, you know, those guys are in the back watching, and that's got to be a little bit disturbing to watch that happen and know that, hey, that might be who I'm in there next with.
Well, he gets the most rest out of everybody. That's the benefit of being a number 1 seed. But as we saw last night, that's not always the case. Jacoby Jones, who was debuting in boxing and kickboxing, was an absolute killer when it got to MMA.
That he was. Congratulations to Mr. Jones, new King of Sparta champion.
I love the fact that these kids get an opportunity to fight 3 times and really fast forward their amateur career.
And his opponent, fighting out of the Larry H. Miller Chrysler Dodge Ram Fiat of Denver blue corner, our number 7 seed, Darik Buerger.
Darik Buerger rolling on out. Representative Z's gym. Mac Morrison rolling out. He's 29 years of age. There's the tail of the tape, JR.
31 years old for Taylor, and a little bit of a height advantage for Aaron Taylor. This is, of course, the 125-pound tournament. Freestyle versus MMA. Boxing experience advantage goes to Taylor. 2 fights at a 1-1 record versus the debut. 2-0 in kickboxing versus 0-2 in kickboxing. And also an experience advantage in MMA for Taylor at 5-1 versus 1-2 against Buerger.
It certainly stacks well for Aaron Taylor. Can he get past the boxing? That is the key. And in this tournament, anything can happen, and we've seen it happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is brought to you by Brandon Dodge. Let's meet our fighters first. Fighting out the Dynamic Mortgage Concepts red corner, from Albuquerque, New Mexico, representing Jackson's MMA Acoma, our number 2 seed, Aaron Temper Taylor.
Temper, baby.
And his opponent, fighting out of Larry H. Miller Chrysler Dodge Ram Fiat of Denver blue corner, from Fort Collins, Colorado, representing Z's training gym, Darik Buerger.
All right, gentlemen, I expect a clean, fair fight. Listen to me at all times and protect yourself at all times. If you like to touch gloves, do it now. Let's get after it.
Aaron Taylor in the red gloves versus Mr. Buerger wearing the blue gloves. Referee Tom Johnson, third in the cage. He's wearing black gloves. Away we go.
Fireworks in the first frame. Let's see what we got in the second one. Taylor with the red gloves. Buerger with the blue. Taylor's throwing in the middle of that ring. Nice short scoring jabs, and then coming over with the right hook and back into the center of the ring.
Taylor looks decidedly more relaxed. Buerger looks very stiff to me right now.
Yeah, and he took a couple of big shots and took a right paw there as well,
Yeah,
JR.
got his head spun around a little bit.
It's funny, the guys that are smoother, in control, become better boxers. Sweet science.
And Buerger took a shot there where he started to turn away a little bit, so you know Taylor's got enough power in his hands that he's making Buerger feel these shots.
Buerger trying to get to that body a little bit, unable to do so. Taylor with the reach advantage as well, and he's using it. Big overhand right.
Boy, he threw that like a softball.
We talked about it last night, JR. When you hear that sound, there's certain fighters that when their punches land, it's a thud. It's not a great glancing blow.
Yeah, there was nothing glancing about that. You are correct, sir.
Buerger trying to work the body, unable to get into the defense, and Taylor's got that big right hand cocked and ready to roll. There it is.
And he scored with it, so Buerger knows he has to be aware of it.
Left hook lands and then coming over with the right, so he's throwing out combinations, not just one punch. That's a big shot. Sometimes maybe it only needs one shot, but you heard from his corner.
Oh, and his gloves touched. I think he might get an 8 count for that.
Yeah. You know, JR, we talked about putting those combinations together, and you heard it from the corner right away.
Relax.
10-second clacker sounded. Looks like we're going to go into round number 2. Maybe.
Oh, Taylor's throwing some haymakers. Absolutely loading up.
Taylor wanted a first-round finish for himself there. And refusing to take his stool, stalking around the ring until his corner man wrangles him up.
Well, I think there was some pressure put on there. I think he did want to take him out in the opening round, which they all do, but they added pressure to the number 1 seed doing it. Really ignites your switch that, and you have to gauge yourself as we look at the Larry H. Miller replay.
Yeah, you want to have that anything you can do, I can do better. Yeah. Absolutely. And what we're seeing here is Buerger relegated to mostly being defensive, especially as the round wore on and on. Taylor very relaxed, very fluid in his punches. That's where he got the knockdown with that big overhand right. And Buerger just came out a little bit stiff and a little bit slow. He was sort of pushing his punches, not a lot of snap on things.
And I think even though Taylor was the busier fighter, conserved his energy because he was precise, JR. All right, round 2, here goes the bell. Touch him up, let's roll, boys. Buerger throwing out that one jab, coming with the overhand right. Back comes Taylor.
I think Taylor wants to get it out of here early. Throwing a lot harder.
Yeah, and boy, when he misses big, but some of those are landing.
Boy, that takes a lot of energy to miss shots. Your whole body's powering through, and you got to use a lot of muscle energy to stop the rotation and come back to your fight position.
Good point.
Good defense, Aaron.
Taylor with his hands up, comes over with that left jab coming out as well, trying to set it up for that right hand.
Overhand uppercut, let's see it.
Buerger much smoother here in this round. Seems to have loosened up quite a bit in between rounds.
Yeah, he came out extremely tight, and I think it was a little bit wild as he started. Taylor's drawn him in a little bit. Buerger much busier than he was in the first round.
Taylor's kind of settled down a little bit here, midway through round 2.
Both fighters using the jab.
Set it up.
Taylor wanted to meet him with the uppercut if he'd stepped in.
A little bit of a feint.
Good jab.
Over under. And the uppercut.
There's that big miss that you were talking about, JR, and what it can do as far as your energy level. That right didn't miss. Big overhand paw.
Beautiful jab. Your boxing's great.
Keep going forward, work,
Taylor has that jab working in this round. 10-second clacker. Didn't expend a lot of energy in this one. Trying to take him out. Nice uppercut coming with the combination. Left and right hook. That right hook scores at the end of the round.
Best series of punches of the round for certain for Mr. Taylor there right at the end. If there was any question, which I wouldn't think there had been, that put a stamp on the round for Taylor.
Absolutely. Start to see more and more, JR, of the fighters as sitting out in their chair towards the outside of the ring.
Larry H. Miller replay here, and Buerger a lot smoother, a lot more involved in this round than he was, but still, it was the accuracy of Taylor and the fluidity of his punches that really carried him through the round, and just the strikes that Taylor landed were significantly more damaging, I felt.
Yeah, I agree with you, and it had that sound, the sound of a fighter that has a punch that scores, that hurts. All right, seconds out. Here we go, round 3.
Touch of gloves for some sportsmanship, then they'll punch each other in the face.
There we go. Gotta love it. Buerger did a lot better with that jab in that second round.
Both guys waiting a little bit here. See a USA Wrestling tattoo on Taylor's calf. Making a good show in his boxing fight here for a wrestler.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing about this King of Sparta tournament. You got to get up there and you've got to go with the sweet science to get things rolling. That jab backs up Buerger, then another strong one.
And Taylor inviting Buerger to come forward. Wants to have an answer for him should he do so.
There's that nice jab and that left hand hook by Taylor. Coming back with a right hook and then the left hook again. Trying to connect the 2 punches.
Taylor's just feeling it now. Each time he lands a good shot, he gives his opponent a little look, a little nod, a little, hey, I got you there.
He's got the height, the reach advantage. He's taking advantage of that with those hooks and those overhands.
Buerger doing a better job with his cover this round, keeping his hands up a little bit higher. Hasn't taken as many of those clubbing headshots as he did in the earlier rounds. But still, Taylor just the more accurate of the two.
Got a good cut, looks good.
About 30 seconds left in this third round in this second fight, King of Sparta at 125 pounds. The first one ended in a knockout as Dudo advances. Aaron Taylor looks to be comfortably ahead. Big overhand right there. Buerger covering up as he tries to come in and time running out on his opportunity.
Yeah, you can tell that's sort of a pet punch of his, something he's worked on in the gym a whole bunch. That overhand right at Taylor. 10-second clacker has sounded. See if anybody tries to flurry and do something special here, and that's going to be it. We're going to go to the judges. Taylor gets his hand up in a bit of a victory pose, and I think I have to agree with him on that. I think he was just the more accurate, the faster, and landed the more damaging strikes. Pretty easy call, really.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, and he came out and served notice early and often, and which almost took him out in the first round, JR.
And checking out the Larry H. Miller, the Rocky View Family Dental Implant Center replay here. And is that left hand or the jab of Taylor, where he started inviting his opponent to come in. And
2 strong jabs, JR. Listen, jab can be a punch that sets up other punches, but a lot of times, and in that case, there were 2 damaging jabs.
Taylor, it's not on your screen now, but Taylor over dancing in his corner, showing he's got the energy to keep on going, and we fully believe he will be doing so.
Both fighters look built like MMA fighters too, don't they? Good fight though. Move of the fight as you're watching it here on the replay. Rocky View Family Dental Implant Center. Hopefully nobody will need implants after tonight. That's why they wear the mouth guard.
That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 full rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard for your decision. All 3 judges at ringside scored about 30-26, declaring the winner by unanimous decision and moving on to the semifinals of King of Sparta, Aaron Temper Taylor.
Congratulations, Mr. Taylor. We'll be seeing him in some kickboxing action.
All right, I'm back here again with your winner, Aaron Taylor. You got the decision win tonight. There are a few moments in that fight where it seemed like you had him hurt, might have got the knockout. Were you going for that knockout? What was your game plan?
Honestly, I was just trying to go with the flow, see where my punches landed, and I noticed I started hurting him, so I was trying to capitalize on it, but I saw him recover pretty quick, so I was just trying to just ease through the whole next couple of rounds.
You made it through this first round of boxing. Next round, you've got kickboxing. You're undefeated in kickboxing. Do you feel pretty confident going into this next round?
Definitely, you know, with my coaches, Johan and Nick Ursel, they're grinders, man. They get me ready for any situation out there, and I'll be ready.
Is there anyone you want to see the next round or in the final?
Hey, you know what? Honestly, it doesn't matter. Just give me the best opponent, just so I can prove to myself that I'm ready to go with anybody.
All right, we'll look forward to that next round. Great job.